yeah, 2025 is a mess. 2025 is a mess, you guys. Completely. And so am I. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Destiny, also known as Destiny Crochet, here on YouTube and on TikTok and Instagram. TikTok is still alive. Crazy. So yeah, I haven't talked to you guys since the end of 2024, since Christmas time. I haven't talked to you guys since Christmas time, and it's been a crazy ride since then. If you're here in the US, you know, it's been a little scary. Yeah, like I have no idea how I'm supposed to be just existing day to day without talking about all of this, you know, all that. But today I just wanted to chat a little bit before I go into work and work on some projects that I haven't finished and talk about 2025 and being 25, because I also turned 25 recently. Yes, on Inauguration Day. That was my birthday. It was rough. It's always been interesting to have my birthday on Inauguration Day because it's always like a rough day for other people, but for me, I'm like, not to say that I wasn't impacted by it, but I'm just like, I had a good day. I hope you guys haven't been doom scrolling too much. I have. That's all I have been doing since 2025 started, is just I've been on TikTok because I thought it was gonna get banned, you know, and then it wasn't, for known reasons, you know. We all know what's going on there, hopefully. Let me just say this, honestly. I am not a Trump supporter. I am not, you know, I don't support that. And if you do, and whatever, maybe this is not the place for you. So recently, yes, have been doom scrolling, and because of all that, I've been trying to also consume knowledgeable, like, just be aware of my consumption on social media, and where I've been posting. Honestly, YouTube seems to be like the only place that hasn't been impacted by politics as much, at least in the US, because I'm speaking from a US perspective and all of that fun stuff. But yeah, YouTube seems like the place where I probably will be for most of 2025. So yeah, the first thing is that I wanted to make a, hold on, I'm gonna switch out my stitch marker because I've been using this gingerbread one since before Christmas, and it's no longer that time of year. How about one of these? These seem like a good vibe for this, you know. Yeah. Anyways, 2025 has been rough thus far, and like we started it off with LA burning, and then we inaugurated, or we put into office, actually, you know, pedophiles and rapists and misogynists and all the ists, honestly. So it's been rough for people out here who are part of marginalized communities, you know. Anyways, I was watching, I'll link it, but I was watching how billionaires became our gods The rise of billionaires.
I mean, can you imagine somebody?
The Rise of Billionaire Worship in America by Deja Sadie. I don't know what her last name is, but yes, I will link it. And honestly, if you are interested in the like history behind how billionaires became such a prevalent part of our current government, yes, I don't know if you guys saw the inauguration. I mean, like, I didn't watch it because my mental health cannot take that. So my social, or like my news is social media, so it's hard to watch it all, but it's like funny at the same time. Like, I don't know, my disillusionment is really showing. Anyways, yes, that YouTube video was really good to watch because all the things that have been happening, like with Trump pulling out of the Paris Accords and like saying, I don't even know, just saying that he's like, we're gonna end the electric vehicle initiative that Biden had, which he did not have, but like individual states have. For example, I live in Colorado right now, and they will give you like money on your tax return if you have an electric vehicle to like persuade the majority of the population to go into renewable resources, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's just up to the states, my guy. Like, I don't know, I feel like fascists rely on citizens to be stupid and like unaware and concerned about the wrong things, you know. Speaking about the wrong things, today is currently the 22nd of January, okay? They are threatening mass deportation, which is crazy to me. As a Native American and as an African American, crazy to me. First of all, like, y'all stole this land. Y'all stole my people's land. And then you stole my people. Okay. And then now you wanna, what, like, send all these other people who literally put the food on our tables, like, put it in our grocery stores. You think anybody's gonna go pick the fields when you toss those people out? And with what money? With what money? My money? No, absolutely not. I don't know. It's like, because I was 16 when Donald Trump was president for the first time. Now I'm 25. So it's been almost an entire decade since the last time this happened. And you know, the last time this happened, everyone was like, we're gonna leave, we're gonna go, we're running away. And I kind of have no choice. Like, if I go for legal reasons, if I go, I cannot come back, because they will arrest me. So like, where am I supposed to go? And then I am jealous of the Canadians because their politicians are going hard for them. Like, Trump threatened to make Canada the 51st state. And the majority of their politicians were like, yeah, right. We burned your White House to the ground. You remember that? When we burned your White House to the ground? And I'm like, no, we don't. Because our history books have been so whitewashed that it's like we don't know jack shit that's happened in America, or let alone the rest of the world. Like, Americans think that the US is the entire world, and I don't know. It's hard to exist here and be part of it and watch it happen. You know, and knowing history as well, like, with the way that the stocks are inflated and the way that what's happening in the US currently reflects like the Gilded Age and like pre Great Depression, you guys. So how bad is it gonna be this time, you know? I don't know. And all the panic because of that. Like, I'm not trying to fearmonger with any of this. I'm just expressing my own opinions and, you know, addressing my community who hopefully has similar points of view as I do. Because I'm not going to argue with anybody, honestly. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. And it's like, we have no choice but to go to work every single day because capitalism and the crushing weight of it, you know, it's like either that or be homeless. And I know most of you guys don't know my background, but I have chosen that. I have literally been homeless before because I did not want to be forced to work, you know, or like I did not want to participate in the system. It was like either that or death for me, you know. I just like but I didn't, which I'm very thankful for now because my life has gotten a lot better since then. So if you're thinking about that, don't do it. Don't do it. I know you want to. Don't do it. No, it's not worth it. Like, you're just playing into their hand, literally. So, for example, I come from the Navajo reservation where, honestly, it feels like the only choice that you're given out there is to either, like, do drugs and drink alcohol or kill yourself. Like, those are like the only choices you have out there. And it's hard because the choosing not to live rate, you know, is way up there. And me surviving all of this is, and you as well, if you're part of the same marginalized communities that I am, you know, the LGBT community, the African American, the Native American, like any marginalized communities, not minorities, because I think this is where we need to realize is that this is currently a class war, you know. We should not be segregating ourselves or isolating ourselves anymore because that's what they want. That's what they want. I know. I know I sound crazy. I know. But it's the truth. It's the truth. They literally put in these systems in my homeland to make sure that we had no opportunities left for us. They moved us to desolate lands where they didn't think that we could thrive. And now what? They want that land so that they can like mine, boil, and whatever, and pollute and absolutely destroy this world that we all live in. On top of that, like, a country cannot decide just to opt out of climate change, like, because it's gonna take its toll on all of us, like the LA fires, like Houston and Florida being frozen over right now. Do you guys want to see what it looks like? This is what it normally looks like in Colorado, but the Houston and Texans are experiencing this for the first time in their lives. Hold on. That is currently what it looks like outside my window. And we just got a freeze. And Florida and Houston just got the same freeze. And I was there the last time Texas got a freeze because I lived in Texas for a little bit, for 2 years. I lived in Lubbock, Texas. And I remember when it froze over and because of their privatized systems and everything like that, because of capitalism, most of Texas was without power, in flooding and freezing conditions, dying on the streets because their infrastructure was not built for climate change like this. Like, just because you want to be ignorant and think that this does not affect you doesn't mean it's not going to affect you. It's like COVID, you know? Like, just because you want to act ignorant and think that it's not a bad thing, I'm sure that it did affect somebody near you, or it affected all of our lives. It's just so hard. And then, like, the internet is one of the reasons why I love the internet, is because of the communities that we can form. But the only thing is that they're not like your real community, you know what I mean? Like, we're all on TikTok and social media, and it makes us feel like it's a real community, but are we reaching out to our neighbors? No, probably not. You know? Like our actual neighbors. Just because, well, we're afraid of them. Because as Americans, we've been, like, forced into thinking that being isolated and being individualized, like the individual working their way up and pulling themselves up by their own bootstraps or whatever, and not asking for help and doing it on their own and becoming the self-made millionaire. That's the way that it's supposed to go, right? No, it's not. That is, like, entirely impossible. I don't know. I'm just yapping at this point. My goals for 2025, because that was the original point of this, was to talk to you guys about what my 2025 goals were, because I'm also 25, so I only have 5 more years until I turn 30, which is crazy. That's a crazy realization. But yeah, I want to go on a buying ban. I have been on a buying ban so far. I've not bought any yarn. No yarn. I've bought some fabric because I got a sewing machine for Christmas. But other than that, yeah, like these are whips that need to be finished, and I have a whole bunch of other whips that need to be finished. So my plan is to keep posting, post more consistently, keep talking to y'all and stuff like that, but like be more smart about how I'm spending my money, where I'm spending my money. And on top of that, talking about spending my money, what has Joanne's been doing with the money that we've been giving them? You know what I mean? Filing for bankruptcy again, filing for bankruptcy, and they're looking for a buyer and all that jazz. I'm upset, to say the least. This is the bad place. This is the bad place. This is the bad place. You know, you guys know what I mean? That's really what the goal is to use my yarn, finish my whips. I would like to try to do like markets this year, but we'll see, you know, with the like impending civil war and all that jazz. I'm afraid. But at the same time, I don't let the hopelessness get to me, because I've definitely been in that position before where it feels like there's nothing that you can do as an individual. And you know, it's kind of right. What is my individual actions compared to, you know, them? And the mark that they leave on this world and stuff like that. It's a fraction of what they're doing, you know? So, but still, thinking like that is one of the reasons why that there has been no change in the past. So I'm like, I'm still doing what I personally can do to make sure that I'm keeping myself accountable in this capitalistic structure that I am forced to live in. You know, I'm trying to make sure that I give to small businesses, that I try to be aware of where I'm spending my money. Like, we kind of don't have a choice in some, like, especially urban areas. Don't have a choice of where to buy our groceries and things like that. But at the same time, like, you could be checking out, like, Hispanic meat markets, you know, or Asian markets where they have cheap vegetables and cheap meats and things like that. Because if the orange man does what he's saying that he's going to do, especially with the tariffs, baby, best believe you're gonna be paying directly out of pocket, okay? Okay? We all are. And it's absolutely terrifying. I'm scared. But yeah. 25. It's crazy. Do I feel 25? A little, yes. I remember the past few years, the feeling of my prefrontal cortex finally developing, and, you know, me being able to think things through and see the possible consequences of my actions and stuff like that. So I do enjoy being older. I enjoy celebrating another year of life, and I enjoy that this past year, 2024, has been full of me taking chances on myself. You know, I went to cosmetology school, I finished cosmetology school, I started my YouTube channel, I started selling my crochet items, because I felt that, you know, I finally was worthy of doing these things, and that I also could be in a spotlight, you know? So yeah, 25. I'm looking forward to the next 5 years of my, maybe 4 years of my 20s? Is that right? I have no idea. You guys tell me. Anyways, yeah, girl. Work has been going good. I've been working full time. I've been doing a lot of hair. If you guys are interested in following me on my Instagram for my hair stuff, go ahead and check that out. I am definitely more active on there recently because I've been looking for clientele and to, like, build my books and all that jazz. I do work for, like, a small business, so I feel pretty happy about that, and that I'm not working for a direct corporation right now, because I don't know if I would be able to stand it if I was working for a direct corporation. But at the same time, I work for a luxury salon, and I, as like a I don't know how to explain what I am without getting myself, like, shadow banned. I don't like the exclusivity of luxury. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, I'm forced into the system. So, like, I do want to take the opportunities that are presented to me with without feeling guilty about them. But let's just say I feel guilty a little bit about them. But it's been going well, you know. I feel more confident in charging the prices that we charge because they don't seem that outrageous compared to some of the things that I've seen out there and the way that people act with their, and I'm like fix your mistake. I don't know, especially as stylists, things like that. Some people refuse to do that. I don't refuse to do that. It's crazy. I don't know what else to talk about right now other than like, yeah, what other goals do I have? I just want to post more. I want to get to know you guys a little bit better. I want you guys to get to know me a little bit better, and I want to be able to show my personality a little bit more on my YouTube channel and things like that, and not worry so much about, you know, making money and things like the capitalistic, I don't know, structures want me to do. And I also want to do more, like create more in terms of other hobbies that are just for myself and not for profit. I also want to trade more of my services because I think that's super cool. I love a trade and barter system. Honestly, I go even further than that. I love a gifting system. If you guys know what I mean, you know what I mean. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I don't know how really to explain it to you. I don't know how to explain it to you other than like trading still requires that somebody give you something, but gifting, you're still giving it out of the goodness of your heart with the knowingness that your community would give back to you. That's the best way I can explain that. But yes, that's what I want to do. 2025, it feels crazy to plan anything for like the future because it doesn't, especially in America, it seems so uncertain about what the future will be right now. Because like I could say that I would want to travel more, which was the original goal for 2025, was to travel more with my partner, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna be like, you know, working out for the possibility of outrunning some piggies. Or like, you know, moving my money into credit unions. And yeah, you know, appreciating the safety while we still can, because it feels like at this point, like all of our lives could be on the line, but no fear mongering, not really, you know. And maybe, you know, maybe I learned this year how to do what Katniss Everdeen does, you know, in practice, and I don't know. But yeah, anyways, I do have to go to work today. Gotta do the capitalistic grind, if you know what I'm talking about. Yep, gotta do that, and then I don't know, just exist. It's like really what the hard part is like continuing to do the things that they tell you to do when it doesn't feel like we're getting much out of it or in return or anything, you know. Like grocery prices are still astronomical, and renting and the cost of living might just become completely impossible to stand. And yeah, I don't know, they're talking about like mass deportations in Denver, which is crazy. I don't know how they're gonna do that. With what money? With our money? I think not. But I don't want to get banned. And if this gets taken down, you guys know why. You know why. So, yeah. Other than that, welcome back. I hope you guys had a great holiday weekend. Or a weekend. It's been like 3 weeks. It's been like 3 weeks, girly. I hope you guys had good holidays, and I took a nice little break. Turned 25, did the thing, and now we're back at it, at least trying to be. So yes, I'm thinking for goals, I want to be more consistent in posting. I want to post more on YouTube than anywhere else. I want to do more challenges, like a 24-hour challenge, or like a how many I can make challenge, things like that. Just like challenge myself with things. I also want to create more. I want to design. I want to make my own patterns as well, or write my own patterns, I should say. $2025's a mess, and so am I. Hopefully that was good enough. We'll see. Maybe I'll take you guys with me to finish this today, and like hopefully soon. This has taken me like 2 weeks to finish as well. So yeah. So basically 2025, we're gonna be stash busting, paying attention to our spending. We're gonna be creating more, designing more, creating more than we consume, being aware of our consumption, and being aware and having media literacy. You know, think about it. And then we're gonna be there for our communities and show up for the people in our lives, like actually, and let social media feel those connections instead of only relying on what's on our screens. That's the goal. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.